Good night of Shabbos. Good night of Shabbos. We're here in Parshas Bechikoisei, Tavshin Pei Beis. What a powerful parsha. So much koyach. A lot of power. The code, the Torah reveals to us our power, our koyach. Where do we find koyach? We find koyach in the chok. In Bechikoisei Talechi. If you're going to go in Machukim, there's mitzvahs and there's all types of stuff, but then there is just knowing who I am. Who am I? Just because I'm a Yid. A Yid is Torah. Mitzvahs, a Yid is something that is a higher conscience, something that is Lashon HaKodesh, Oisius. So we're here also this week in Yesod should be, we're today in Yesod should be Yesod, tonight we're in Yesod should be Yesod. We're getting deep, we're getting into, we cleaned everything, we process so much mindfulness, even just by being aware, because the light, the oil is coming down every day. It comes down through different vessels, even if you're just present, it comes to you. So we're in Yesod Sh'B'Yesod. We're going into, tomorrow we're going to be Malchus Sh'B'Yesod. Then we're going into Malchus. We're getting closer to Shuas. We're getting closer to meet our Keser. We're getting closer to where we started in Pesach night, reverse engineering, negative force going the opposite way, reverse engineering, that's the word I'm looking for. And some of them were removed, some of them were just blown away. Just vape. It's all connected to Achim Shel Pesach, Ruach Shel Mashiach. It's Ruach. It's in the breath. It's in all that intention. Smell it right, and then just Ruach. Just get into it and just send that. Drive with that. So what I want to get to over here is there's a sikh here from the Rebbe. So first of all, simple. If we in Bechikoisei Talechu, if you go in the path of knowing who you are, tapping into your netzach, to your who I'm a Yid and I stand for something, Kabbalah soil, that is the koach l'kiyum adavar. That's where you will find your success. That's where you'll find your shefa. The bizus hayam are happening right there. The bizus hayam is the loot. What we were taken as the Mitzrayim were getting killed they were in the Yam Suf, and we took all their gold and silver. It's happening now too, same spiel. Now it's just on a higher conscience, it's on a higher level. Because we're so much lower, and something that's so high can only land on something so low. And something so low can only exist when something so high, it's pulling gravity from something so high. So the lower you are, the higher you are, the higher you're drawing from, and it has less expression. Just because you don't know how to learn Retzifus or learn a Blad Gemara the way the other guy knows how to learn, don't think that you're less. You are actually more, because he has more expression. So something that is more physical and more tangible has more expression. Something that is less, something that I can't express my experience. It was awesome. I can't explain the taste of the fruit. I can't explain to you the time that I had on my vacation. It was just amazing. It was just an amazing experience by whatever experience I had. That is a much higher level than the expression in words. Your awesome moments, the moment you can't express. It's just, it's a feel, it's a desire, it's an oinig. So too, if you have less expression, then you are fire, Eish Kodesh. And if you go in the chak, if you sign up, and that's where you prove, Taka, you prove to your vessel, to your keli, that it's not like that. I am Kabbalah Soil, I am very strong where I come from. This is just not my... I don't have that's not my avodah. Of course, daf lein Torah. Of course, Torah. I'm just saying, in the levels. Don't think that because you can't sit for 6 hours or whatever it is to learn, or daven b'avodah like that the 5 minutes of connecting to your heart in the chak, in the Bechikoisei Talechu, that gives you the koyach. Mesiras nefesh doesn't mean dying, it means living. It's the chiyas hamesim. It's the ruach. It's the spirit. I'm not looking to, we don't need the Sigufim anymore. The Hashem already said, we're not dying, we're living already for the Torah. So, with the Yesod we have, with the Yesod this week, we can ground all this stuff, ground it into reality. Just drive your intention, your desire, take your desire. Yesod is desire. Take everything you want and put it in, plant it in something. Don't just, waiting for the success to come. It's right there. Drive towards something. The same way we are attracting, the other side of a positive thought, because it's showing up. I can only see it. I can only experience it if there's room for it. We all know that if one is in a higher vibration, a lower vibration doesn't even approach. You can't have a low conscious conversation to a high conscious with a high conscious person. So the fact is that if it shows up, that means that it's there. So too in a positive force, think positive and project positivity. So if you have a goal, set a goal, you want to be successful in something, panasa v'achava, just put it somewhere. Take your thoughts, take the drive, feel it in your body, and drive it towards something. And B'ezrat Hashem, it has to respond in kindness. So here the Rebbe continues. It's a very powerful piece. So he's talking about la'asid loved, chis hamesim, tiyam shachas ha'atzmas. In chis hamesim there's going to be atzmas. Atzmas is that place that you're trying to get to. That place that you're so uncomfortable, you're going and you're peeling layers. Where am I getting? What do I want? What am I looking for? That's the place. Atzmas. My voice. It has no shaykhs to oilamas. Oilam means helam. Helam means hidden. Everything is, and everything compared to that is b'shav. I'm not going to get into that. In other words, once you are in a place of your essence and you know your truth, there's no more need for avoid and zikr chamakal. There's no hardship anymore. I found my truth. I can only have hardship while I'm looking, while I'm searching for it. And sometimes the truth is just, and stop the search and just be present. Just tap into the positivity, raise the vibration, raise the conversation. As long as we're still pulling from the madrega of lakus, which is the lower level, because Elikim is teva. Teva is $1 for $1. I invest this much, I get that much. It's all in teva. Oh, this doesn't make sense. That can't happen. Well, in teva it can't happen. But above teva, the Rebbe is telling clearly what you put out Chassidus, what you put out is what you're getting back. If you're not receiving what you put out, if you don't like what you're receiving, then stop putting out. Because there is ruach eis ruach, kamayim upanim. It's in your face. Whatever you do, if you don't like what you see, if you don't like what's coming, it's because that's what you're sending out. Otherwise, it can't be happening. Of course, if you're in low frequency and dealing with Amshach Madaris Alakush, which has a shaykhs to Helen, if you're playing small, if you have a shaykh to Helen, then you're gonna have Zikr HaMakabel. You're gonna have to work. It's hard work, of course, because if you're trying to breathe through a mask, what does it look like? And then put another mask and then a plastic bag, it's suffocation. God forbid. So, so we all know right now, if the sphere you have, there's an awareness, there is a sensitivity to the touch, to everything else that's going on around. There's the koyach now. Befrat and tonight, they search Beiside. So, this week is also Shabbos Mevarchim. We're benching the Chodesh Sivim. We're already going into the month that we're going up to the Har Sinai. How are you going up to the Har Sinai? By following the footsteps. Chak. Kabbalah soil. Not every time I do something do I need to feel, and not every time that I don't feel right away, the whole thing is out of the window. That's not how this works. What are we doing this for? Because I feel, or it's the truth. So if it's the truth, once it's the truth, it's always the truth. Once connected, always connected. Keep going back to the connection. Breathe into the connection. So Shabbos Mevarchem, Tehillim, important just to bring down these let's call them the Legos, bring down the blocks. Just keep throwing the blocks, and Tehillim is one thing that, let's just say, the idea is not to say it b'kavanah. Of course it is, but it's hard, it's poetry, it's not easy. So just say, bring the Legos down and just have simcha in mind, and like this you have all these hundreds and thousands of happy blocks and rocks floating around that are there ready to become susim, the horses, to ride, so we can go from one place to the other. And there will be the rain, the fat, the work you put in. In your work, you've been working on yourself. It's hard work. Avodas Hashem. It's Avodas Hashem. It's not easy. It's called Avodas Hashem. It's called Avodah because it's work. It's not a vacation. This takes a lot of commitment. It takes a lot of commitment to step into yourself when gravity's pulling outward, to go inward and see, what do I want? What do I feel? What's my experience? What's really my experience? And questioning that and digging that. The Eitz Asada Yitemperia. The Eitz Asada, which is the Eitz Asada, the trees in the field. We are all the trees in the field. Yitemperia, there will be fruits. Has to be. So, there's another important piece. If you go with the chak, if you're sure of yourself, if you tap inside, there's shalom. There's peace. And if you feel if there's anything chasing you, then that is a beautiful poster sign, an indication which direction you need to go back to, where your chak is. Find your center. No longer get intimidated by the chase. The chase is there to show you where you need to be. The arrow is pointing the other side, the other direction. There's nothing to be afraid of. You've been through the same challenges over and over again, and we all survived. The challenge from last month is not here this month anymore. And it was so desperate, it didn't seem like it was going to end ever. And here we are. So the whole thing is just an indicator, to show insight. And if you have the chak and the Kabbalah soil, you have the Kaimamiyas. You can walk in stolzerheit. The Chaim have an awesome Shabbos Kodesh. And a good Chodesh.